currently March 28th, approximately 5:54 a.m. on that eastern side. Now y'all know by now we done flipped them poles. So it might be western. But then again, y'all know I don't know. But I know one damn thing. On that birth certificate or that certificate of live birth, they named us and they put our names in all caps. Yes, they did. So that means they were standing on business when they named us. So I'm D'Amica. It's time for hashtag Lost Souls Tarot cards. I will pull us the truth. I'm about to open some portals and reveal some truth. So that means I'm about to stand on some business. So while y'all go ahead and chime on in, let me go ahead and get my cards together. And before we go ahead and welcome in these energies, I would like to remind us that this reading is going to be about the Grand Canyon. Okay, the Grand Canyon. So we're going to do a reading on the Grand Canyon, and on this portal it says the Grand Canyon has over a billion victims. It also has the Colorado River, Arizona, portal to several dimensions, planes, and timelines, unrelenting desert, 1 million years active. Okay. And then as above, so below with everything that we tap into, right? So we're getting ready to tap into this Grand Canyon action here and see what's going on. What messages are we to receive from the Grand Canyon here? So let's go ahead and light our candle while we welcome in these energies. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We would like to welcome in any and all energies, right? That would like to come through with any messages revolved around the Grand Canyon. You know what I do this for, right? I'm beyond this physical reality. Right, Divine, right, Spirit. So what messages are we to receive revolved around this Grand Canyon? And yes, we are strong enough to receive these messages. Yes, we are, as we are always the observer of everything, and we are to report back. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. I promise I got to get me a handbell. But in the meantime, that clap going to do. What up, y'all? Y'all know I read them comments at the end, but V Dreaming, what up, beloved? Y'all know I read them comments at the end, though. Y'all know it. Y'all better cut it out. This rising, y'all better cut it out. All right, so let's get into it. We're going to tap into some tarot. Actually, let's just jump into the astrology portion of it just to see what's in the astrology of Grand Canyon. All right, then we're going to pull on some tarot for the Grand Canyon. So this is the astrology portion for Grand Canyon, okay? Over 1 billion victims. We're talking about the Colorado River, Arizona. It's the portal to several sacred plains and timeline, okay? Unrelenting desert, and it has been active for over 1 million years, all right? Let's see what's going on. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What's going on in the astrology portion? Ashe, what's going on? Let's see what's going on. Oh, okay. All right, we got Sagittarius coming on out here. So the energy of Sagittarius is like with the Grand Canyon, they wanted you to be adventurous, optimistic, and communication. Overall, focus on your adventure, right? Your optimism and your communication. The dates, November 22nd through December 21st could be relevant. It could be a message coming from a Sagittarius. The ether is coming out here. The ether is the space, the divine space, which the other four elements exist, okay? Triple numbers, 111, quadruple, 1111 is coming out. Synchronizations, focus on your intentions. Your thoughts are manifesting rapidly. So new beginnings are here. Go to the divine source, whatever's going on, okay? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Give us a little bit more in this astrology here, based around the Grand Canyon here. All right, based around this Grand Canyon, this portal to sacred dimensions here. I'm looking at they've locked horns. They not budging. Whatever's going on, they locked horns. They're not budging. I'm looking at air signs. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Focus on your movement, intellect, communication. You're thinkers, right? You give good advice most of the time. You can be friendly and analytical, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius is up here. That's too many. We'll take the first ones up top. I got the number 4, the month April. Earthly order is here. Stability and foundation. The letters D, M, V could be relevant. D, M, V. The number 4. Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm looking at all water signs are coming out. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn is out here. Focus on your fluidity, adaptability, emotion, your ambition, your responsibility, and your practicality, okay? December 22nd through January 19th could be relevant here. The gibbous moon. The gibbous moon is out here. They were trying to perfect things in life. They had to let it go. All months are out here. All months are out here, okay? Months. Each month carries, excuse me, each month carries distinct spiritual energies, often rooted in Roman, Hebrew, or nature-based traditions, like birthdays, holidays. January is the new beginning. February is purification. March is growth. April, renewal. May, abundance. June, connection. July, power. August, harvest. September, balance. Where we at? October, transform. November, reflection. December is wisdom, right? All months is based around birth and renewal, sun and moon cycles. It marks cycles of growth, introspection, and transformation. So all months are out here. All the months are out here. Air signs, water signs. I got one fire sign, which is that Sag out here. Got a Capricorn out here. Leo, Libra. Leo and Libra is out here. Leo, your spirit animal is the sturgeon, Aurora. Your spirit animal is the sturgeon, okay? That's a fish. It's a certain kind of fish there, okay? Raven, Libra. Your spirit animal is a raven, okay? Raven is coming out with messages. If you see a sturgeon or a raven. 4, 8, 12. Let me get one more. Something about the full moon is coming out here, okay? Something about the full moon. They were working with others. All right, so that's the astrology portion of it. Now we're going to tap into tarot. Let me show you what we got with astrology. Y'all know I love y'all. So don't forget, Ophiuchus is always going to be out here. The 13th constellation, 13th eon, Ophiuchus is always watching over everything, right? This is based around the Grand Canyon. These are our 13 portals that we pulled for the astrology portion here, okay? Keep these in mind as we do the reading. Everything is going to be connected. All right, beloveds, now we're going to put these up and we're going to tap into the tarot portion of it. No, we're not. I'm going to leave these portals here. The Capricorn, whoever, the Leo, the Leo, the Libra, the Capricorn, and the Sag. Where are y'all at? We're going to get messages from them. Everybody else will put up. All right, give me a second, y'all. All right, so with the air signs first, I got Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Bring that ass here. Based around the Grand Canyon, we're going to pull on the Oracle deck real quick. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. These air signs, what messages can we receive about this Grand Canyon coming from a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, possibly a lost soul there? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Asha. What's that? Golden rituals. Golden rituals came out here, okay? They were wearing gold jewelry. They used gold light while meditating. A golden enchantress. Honor your body as a sacred temple, okay? So something about golden rituals is coming out. Golden rituals. That's a powerful ritual right there. What's going on? Abuse is coming out. Abuse is coming out. The air signs are saying that abuse was there, revolved around the Grand Canyon, manipulation, control, harm was inflicted, distortion of spiritual or religious beliefs, exerted power over them, whatever happened. Okay, whatever happened, okay? The government paid this family member. The government was involved. Whatever's going on with these air signs here, sending out these messages here. There's a messenger in the energy here of these air signs here. An announcement is about to be made, an invitation, awaiting for results or a telephone call, important message that you need to convey or let others know. Traitor. Traitor came out. Traitor. It could be revolved around these air signs, or these air signs are sending out these messages revolved around this Grand Canyon. Take what resonate, leave the rest. Okay, traitor is out here. It signifies destruction and pain, a profound breach of violation of faith, crisis, a hard and harsh catalyst for an awakening, self-discovery, and strengthening of soul character. Warning signs were there. alignment failure, inner disloyalty, Judas turned against others, turned against you for selfish gain, a test of faith, heart is misaligned. Damn, it's a lot. A strong desire. Somebody has a strong desire to understand what the fuck is going on. This is coming from the air signs. Thank you, air signs. Thank you, air signs. Water signs, bring that ass here. So the water signs is out here. We're going to get some messages from the water signs to see what's going on revolved around this Grand Canyon. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is out here. Ashe. What? It went back in. Water signs. First message is grappling with the meaning of life, death, and suffering. Can y'all see that? What else is out here? Repeating their name summons the spirit. They are chanting. They were chanting, repeating names, summoning up spirits. No more chaos. No more chaos, because I have not destroyed property belonging to God. Thank you, water signs. Thank you, water signs. We're going to move on to the Sag. The Sagittarius is going to come out with a message here. Revolved around the Grand Canyon here, okay? Sag. Ashe. What's you? Come here. Come here. Bring that ass here. We got something about an ex-lover. Run. Okay. Oh, and that fell on air signs. It fell on air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It flew over on the air signs here. It's coming from maybe a Sagittarius just trying to warn an air sign, or maybe a Sagittarius trying to warn others about an air sign, or this is still revolving around the Grand Canyon. Take it how you want. Ex-lover, run. All right. The ex-lover is a stalker, right? It's time for them to self-respect. It's time for them to self-reflect and respect you, right? Because the self-reflection will promote their personal growth, right? And it also gives you time to self-reflect whatever's going on. There's unresolved or resolved emotions. It's an opportunity for forgiveness, but there's karmic lessons that's involved here. And the fact that it says run, an ex could have been involved with one of the Sagittarius here, or an air sign was involved here. Something about the Grand Canyon here. I'm looking at the portal, in specific, a portal. Shattering all illusions. Shattering all illusions here. You're breaking free from the beliefs, or you have to shatter all the illusions in order to see the adventure, the optimism, the communication here. It's time to unveil the truth by shattering all the illusions, okay? Self-discovery is here. The underworld is coming out. Ashe. The Grand Canyon, the underworld is coming out. Sagittarius is sending out a message about the underworld. Judgment and morality. Retrieve lost loved ones or lost knowledge. A place for judgment. A stage for the soul's journey, passage, trials like the 12 gates to overcome death and loss. Confront inner demons. Transform and rebirth. Unconscious and shadow work, hidden aspects of self, life, death, cycle, mystery, and hidden wisdom. I feel like these are all messages to those involved. Sage and Palo, it's time for you to burn that sage and that Palo Santo now. Okay, wisdom. The sage is going to provide you with wisdom, knowledge, sacred atmosphere. You're going to connect with the divine as well as the Palo Santo, right? You'll be able to purify, meditate, all right? Indigenous, protection, cleansing negative energy. Thank you, Sag. We're at 13:52 on the timer, coming from the Capricorn now. Let's see what kind of messages is going to come from this Capricorn, okay? Revolved around this Grand Canyon. Over 1 billion victims, all right? That's heavy. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Give me this Capricorn. Give me some messages from this Capricorn here. Ashe. Something about a trustworthy person. Trustworthy person. Divine attributes. Supportive, faithful, reliable, honest, has integrity. It could be this Capricorn. Or they're telling you you're a trustworthy person. What else? And that's non-negotiable. What is this? It's sticking out. That's non-negotiable. The non-negotiables, they guide us on your journey of faith, right? They train you to be consistent between inside and outside of yourself. Stay focused on your will and your purpose, even when in hardship, okay? And that's non-negotiable. You're a trustworthy person, okay? It's time for spiritual court. Whatever's going on with this Grand Canyon nonsense, spiritual court is here, right? Portal to sacred. dimensions, right? Spiritual court, court of ancient of days, a legal system that operates in the spiritual realm, not this goddamn judicial shit they got out here, okay? Jurisdiction is spiritual over religion, okay? The court of mediation, court of petition, the throne of grace, the court of Mount Zion, the court of the accuser. Oh, y'all ass is in trouble because you didn't take accountability. Whatever's going on, you should have taken accountability. You should have been responsible. It's a responsibility that involves individuals hold for their spiritual well-being and decision they made, okay? Recognizing one's personal spiritual state, understanding how choices impact this state. Yeah, take accountability, goddammit. Take accountability because you act as a mirror of the as above, so below principle, bitch. As I said, as above, so below, goddammit. Whatever the fuck going on, sacred. Sacred portal. Y'all done fucked up now, motherfuckers. So now we talking about evolutionary axis. Fuck wrong with y'all. Thank you, Capricorn. Evolutionary axis. North and south nodes determine how your life's energy is used to fulfill your spiritual purpose. Grand Canyon, baby. Because you are a fortune. You about to get your fucking fortune. Let me hold something. You about to get a fortune, a victory, satisfaction guaranteed. Okay, a sale, a miracle. Give praise for any and all of your abundance. Okay, inner riches. Fuck that goddamn fake ass money they got out here, bitch. You about to get inner riches. Okay, unexpressed talents. Okay, dreams coming true. Okay, a lucky streak, fortune. Let me hold something. And a Jezebel. Watch out for this goddamn Jezebel coming out in the energy here. It could be a Capricorn or Jezebel was definitely involved with this goddamn Grand Canyon shit. You know they used them goddamn Jezebels as weapons. Okay? So Jezebel represents idolatry, fake worship, opposition to the true God, very manipulative, dominating, sneaky, a liar, illusions, targets male and female authority figures now, creates division and strife within communities. They prey on the weak. Your frequency has to be very weak, and they're very relentless, okay? They do things like X rituals, okay, and food rituals, okay? They sold they goddamn soul. They coming for yours. Thank you, Capricorn. We appreciate that. You're a trustworthy person. Overall, you're a trustworthy person. You got a Capricorn in the goddamn energy of this Grand Canyon here. And if it's one, it's a fucking billion. If you got a billion victims, I'm talking about we reflecting off the same goddamn sunlight. Some of us. Some of us. All right, we got this Raven coming on here. Raven, bring that at, I'm at Libra. Your spirit animal is a Raven. Somebody's name might be Raven, though. The way I just said that, Raven, like I was just comfortable with addressing Raven there. Okay, let me see what's going on. Ashe, Grand Canyon, talk to us. What's this? It's trying to flip over. What was it? Oh, I got names. Isaiah Chase and Wirt. Isaiah Chase Wirt. The heavens are you. You are the heavens. The heavens are you. The law of cycles is out here. The law of cycles is out here. All life operates in recurring natural rhythms. It comes in waves, allows growth, okay? Positive and challenging, transcendence, natural cycles designed for the soul's evolution. Karmic cycles, birth, death, rebirth. Feelings that something is missing, leading to depression. For some of you Libras out there, or whatever's going on in the Grand Canyon, they were preying on people, victims that had feelings of depression here, okay? And they did that on a cycle. Like they made sure they did it continuously too. A protector who is, because you're a protector, who is generous, right? Maybe you were too kind like I was, too generous with your energy. Because you're destined for, everybody is destined for final judgment, all right? Are you prepared? That's the question. Are you prepared? Am I being too critical? Or some of you are being too critical? Somebody's having a dream within a dream. Thank you, Libra. Leo, I roar. Bring that ass here. Leo. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What is the Leo messages revolved around this Grand Canyon? Looking at Arizona, Colorado, portal to several sacred dimensions, right? Unrelenting desert, 1 million years active, as above, so below. Leo, finish us off. Ashe. Well, it went back in. What's you? Come here. So it's time to relinquish old illness-related behaviors, okay? It could be a Leo that's affected, or the Leo is saying, relinquish the energy of the Leo, okay? The energy of the Leo is saying old positive bloodlines, right? Could have been affected, could have been involved. Old positive bloodlines, you are protectors, okay? You have strong grounding energy. You're an unshakable force. You're natural protectors. You use defensive magic, okay? You empower, okay? You're an aura of safety. You affect energy that's around you, and you're considered a guardian. Guardian of the galaxy, motherfucker, error. This Sturgeon Leo coming out here is saying something about the Atlantis Alliance. I told y'all they in some shit. Whatever the fuck going on. Tumbling Tower. The fuck Atlantis Alliance is here. It ties with other star systems. A warning is here. Pleiadians, past life memories, a reminder of human fragility, high vibrational, rebirth and memory, ego and demise, ego and advanced technology leads to war and chaos, destruction, misuse of powerful energies, crystals and technology, downfall of civilizations, law of one. Lyrians, the need to align technological progress with wisdom and ethical grounding, resurrection, sunken city. God damn, y'all ass done. Shit. Why? Because of this shit. Organ harvesting. Yeah, y'all did. Surgical procedures. You was removing organs, transplantations. It was illegal. Some of it was legal because you had consent. Some of it you didn't have consent. All around the world, the shit was global. Commercial gain. Victim consent. Okay? Organs and tissues, bitch. Grand Canyon. Something about that's not your baby, bruh. Whatever's going on, that's not your baby, bruh. You going to the Virginia State Penitentiary, somebody going to jail. And it ain't the jail y'all thinking about. Right? I know it say Virginia State Penitentiary. You would wish you went to this motherfucker. $1 million has a message. $1 million says, so that's where they hid you. Somebody about to get paid, god damn it. Let me hold something. God damn, y'all stingy. All right. Thank you to the signs that came out so far with some messages. We're going to sit them to the side there because something told me to just pull on the certain Zodiac signs. I was about to put them up, but I was like, So now Grand Canyon, bring that ass here. We're at 2320 on that timer. Let's get some tarot out, right? Overall tarot read for the Grand Canyon. What's this? Let's put astrology back on up. So I won't be getting all mixed up here. All right, y'all. Let's get into the tarot portion of overall Grand Canyon. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What kind of messages is going to come out for the tarot portion? Remind ourselves in tarot, right? There's no gender, right? It's just energy. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, I got a 5 of Pentacles coming out first. So that's talking about hardship, poverty, insecurity, materialism, illusion, financial struggle, feeling excluded, weathering difficult material circumstances here. 6 of Swords is coming out next. Okay, the 6 of Swords is talking about experiencing a transition that's not happy and filled with regret, right? So this is what I think this is what's happening. What's happening now that the truths are being revealed here, or it could be past, present, future. Just stick with me. Moving on is the ideal option for your future, right? Reconcile after the fight and find stability. Move to a new road because you've learned your lesson, or did you? Transition is the result of decisions you made in the past, forcing you to leave something behind in order to move forward. And this is in the mind. That's the swords, the mind. Four of Wands is coming out here reverse now. Okay, so the Four of Wands is talking about a breakdown causing lack of harmony in family or home, tension between members or family or loved ones, a lack of support, uncertainty of self-love, fear of public workplace conflicts, unstable finances, feel burdened supporting others financially. Okay, I appreciate the likes too and the subscribes. Also, just take your time when you liking people's stuff. See if it's something that you want to invest in, hitting that like button. It's so easy for us to boop, but that's the energy transmutation. That's transferring energy just like that there, right? So be careful of how you share your energy out there, right? I'd appreciate it, but if you ain't fucking with it, then you ain't fucking with it. You feel what I'm saying? But what I don't appreciate is when motherfuckers keep hitting that dislike because you dislike your own motherfucking ass. The fuck wrong with y'all? If you don't like something, move the fuck on. Move on. Right? But y'all continuously try to come in the energy and sit the fuck right there. And I channel y'all ass, so I know y'all be in the goddamn energy. Sit your ass the fuck there if you're going to be here. But all that disliking, spamming, and all that dumb shit, you ain't doing shit but putting yourself deeper in the fucking hole. I came on this bitch talking to myself, and I ended up having a relationship with the mysterious, mystical, unknown, cosmic motherfucking beings. My bad, y'all. Anyway, the Page of Pentacles is coming reversed. So the Page of Pentacles is falling under that hardship, right? That insecurity, that poverty, because bad news in money, business, career, your education, it was no groundwork. You was like a dropout, whoever you are, whatever this is, it was like immature and rebellious, right? Right? Lazy and foolish, disloyal. Dark magic was involved. You was obsessed with divination, with tarot. And them plans, they didn't work. The Hierophant is coming reversed here, right? So whatever's going on with this Grand Canyon energy, right? For those that was experiencing a transition that was not happy and filled with regret, you was questioning authority, right? You were trying to take new approaches. You was challenging tradition. Some of you tried to find your own path. Okay. The King of Pentacles is coming reversed here. Okay. So there's a breakdown that caused lack of harmony in the family or the home due to greed, materialism, financial setback, mismanagement. And this is going from centuries ago, y'all. So even though it sounded like right here, right now, no, this is like centuries ago too, okay? Financial insecurity. They were leeches, selfish, right? They took more than they could have contributed because they can't contribute shit because they don't have no fucking energy. It was your energy, yours. Bitch, oh my God, I'm sweating shit. Here I go. Eight of Swords is coming out here. For those that is getting that bad news and the money, the business, whether it's career, your education, because y'all all ganged up and y'all little societies and y'all systems. So now imprisonment is here, right? Victim mentality. I'm feeling trapped. You are trapped. You are. The fuck? You set the trap. You're trapped. Whoever it is, right? The situations where you believe you have no options. You don't. The only option you have is to go through the dark night of the soul. But do you have a soul? So you trapped. You're trapped. King of Pentacles is coming out. So this is falling under those that was not happy and they were filled with regret. They decided to moving on is the ideal option for their future, right? So with them deciding to move on, they decided to be rebellious. They rebelled against whatever was going on. They questioned that authority. And they challenged that tradition here because they realized that they had to leave something behind in order to move forward. By them doing that, and they had to find their own path with their spirit, right? By them doing that, they ended up in the King of Pentacles energy. You understand that? Regal and generous presence, a provider and a protector, flourishing and abundant, right? Prosperous and growing, naturally responsible and reliable, grown all acquired from practically nothing. You understand how that go? They stayed in control of their own energy and their resources. So now they're a mentor. They have a good reputation. And just because it says king don't mean you got a ding-a-ling. Okay? The sun is coming reversed. So for those that were causing this breakdown, right? A lack of harmony in the family or home, fear of public, workplace conflicts, just funky ass energy, right? Due to the greed, the materialism, the instability, right? The selfishness, the dark magic, the leeching, right? Now, there's a significant difficulty finding positive aspects to certain situations, right? The clouds are blocking the light that's needed to progress. They are going back to the dark where they belong. They were never supposed to have no fucking light. Okay? They stole a little increment of light and lied and manipulated their way in, and they thought they created this illusion of a world, right? That's what they thought. This world that you see right here, right now, right? This global world that you see right here. They thought they created that shit, not realizing it's their fucking trap. Ascend, beloveds, so we can get the fuck up out of here. All right? So now we got the sun coming reverse. They're overly optimistic with their perceptions, okay, of certain situations. It caused boredom. They take things for granted. They're not being realistic, so they're being unrealistic, okay? It's causing setbacks that are damaging, okay? Yeah. That's what the fuck you get though. And that's portal number 9. Portal number 9. We'll do a full 13 read. 13 portals for the Grand Canyon. That's portal number 9. I was about to stop there. Divine Spirit said, no, do the 13. You know how much that motherfucking number mean to me. Yeah, 9. Give me 4 more. 9 plus 4. That's the 13, whore. Give me 4 more. I got 2 that flipped over. All right, so let's see what's going on here. We got the Ace of Swords coming reversed, okay? So for those that feel like it's imprisonment, victim mentality, you feeling trapped, bad news and money and business, financial struggle, it's just a whole fucked up thing that you've created for yourself, right? Because you've caused this for others, right? So now it's only the beginning of your confusion and chaos because of your misuse of power, your mental fog. This is only the beginning. This is the Ace of Swords reverse, bitch. This is only the beginning. Yes, you have the inability to see the truth because you never saw the truth, right? You withheld it. You was using your intellect to harm rather than help. Damn. Mental prison it is. I told you some of y'all gonna wish y'all went to the fucking penitentiary. 8 of Cups is coming out. So for those that was you realized that you had to leave something behind in order to move forward, right? So you was like, fuck that. You started questioning authority, especially around this Grand Canyon. You probably saw a ritual or two that you was like, fuck that. Again, I represent lost souls. I represent energy. So whether you're here in the physical or not, I know who I'm speaking to. So you was like, fuck that. I'm out. You started questioning that authority, right? You had to find your own path with your spirit, right? You took new approaches. Ain't nothing wrong with that, beloved. Okay, so now you're in this regal and generous presence. You're a provider and a protector among that realm there, okay? You stay in control of your energy and your resources. You're a mentor. You have a great reputation, right? So the 8 of Cups is coming, talking about, you walked away. You were seeking more. Just to clarify, you walked away again to seek more. I know that's the fuck right. You're searching for a deeper meaning, and that's what this is about. You don't just reach one stage or one ascension. It keeps going and going and going. I had it fucked up in the beginning of this shit. I'm like, oh yeah, I ascended. That's it. Yeah, fucking right. That shit got harder and harder, but it also gets easier and easier because the way it gets harder is when you be in your own way. Right? Get the fuck out your own way. Right? So you make it harder on yourself, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I made it harder on myself, basically. So now you're seeking more. Yeah. You're abandoning something despite the emotional investment. Yeah, fuck that. Because sometimes we got to take the emotions out. Some of us, we were too caring, too kind, too loving. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to go to zero emotions. That shit hurt, don't it? Especially when you empathetic. You be like, God damn, I gotta really be like, You know what I mean? But when you draw your energy back, you gotta let them feel that shit without. All you gotta do is be quiet. Now look at the motherfuckers. Don't, nope. You know what I'm saying? But the Wheel of Fortune is coming reversed here. So for those that's in this column of you caused the breakdown in your home, your family, your workplace, your business. It was unstable finance. Your creation, just you. You was uncertain of your own self love, right? It caused you to be greedy, materialistic, unstable, irresponsible, selfish. You was a leech. Dark magic was involved. I mean, financial setbacks. Excuse me, all that good stuff, right? So with that being said, the clouds started blocking the light. And that was the light that you needed to progress forward, right? uh, and you were being unrealistic. So now the Wheel of Fortune is coming reverse because luck is not on your side. Whoever this is, misfortune is following you. External influences like karma that you can't control because you were told not to cling to the illusions of control. Now the illusions have control over you. Fate is always emotions. You were told to learn to accept and forget, but you didn't. You were also told that what goes up must come down. You didn't listen, right? So failure is here. And the 13th portal ending in the King of Cups energy. Overall, okay, so overall, the final message is going to be, and this is the most influential message that's going to come out here because the King of Cups is the most influential what's it called? I believe the most influential card in the whole like suit of the cups. Okay, so it's based around creativity, emotion, and unconscious. You're able to restrain emotions, and you're fully in charge of impulses and feelings. You'll be able to balance, or you are able to balance between intellect and emotions, relationships, and feelings. Calming and compassionate lover. Wisdom leads to respect and admiration. You're realistic and hopeful about your finances at this time, okay? So now let me rearrange these portals so I can flip the camera view so y'all can see how we're about to broaden the message here. And I can already tell you, we're going to pull on this Hierophant reversed energy. We're going to pull on all the major divine messages, which would be the Hierophant reversed, the Sun reversed, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, right? But then I also got this King of Pentacles reversed that's out here, and I want to pull on that as well. And I want to pull on column 1 here because it ended in this only the beginning of their confusion and chaos, their misuse of power, their mental fall. All right, so let me slow it. Let me back it on up here. Well, y'all know I'll be all over the place. And y'all know I love y'all. Fuck that, I love y'all. Like for real, I love y'all. All right, so here go the 13 portals. Let me bring that couple. Ooh, King of Pentacles reverse, trying to go up against the King of Cups. Sit your ass down. Trying to go up against the King of Cups, trying to swipe my man. Fuck around with you. Anyway, we got column 1. Column 1 talking about those that was in that hardship. It was revolved around bad news, money. They was immature, right? Like a dropout energy. Dark magic was involved, and it's talking about now they restricted victim mentality. They imprisoned in the mind, right? Mental restriction, feeling trapped, and it's only beginning of that shit. It's only the beginning of that confusion, that chaos, that mental fog. It's only the beginning. Middle column was the most powerful column, I believe, out of all of it, because in this column here, these energies fought. They fought. You understand? They rebelled. They questioned that authority because they knew, they was like, man, I got to leave this shit behind in order for me to get something greater. You know, I'm not with that shit that's going on over there. I need to find stability. I've learned my goddamn lessons. This ain't for me, right? So they started taking new approaches, right? They had to find their own path with their spirit. So it left them in this goddamn King of Pentacles energy, right? Regal and generous presence, a mentor, good reputation. They stayed in control of their own energy and resources. And at the same time, they took their ass through the dark night of the soul again, voluntarily withdraw, searching for a deeper meaning, abandoning something despite the emotional investment. Just to clarify, they were seeking more and walking away. God damn, they some bad motherfucking energies right there. So then you got the third column here. And the third column is talking about these funky ass energies, right? These motherfuckers that sound like they done took them goddamn them seven deadly sins, them office, them dirty office, right? Because it caused breakdown and the lack of harmony in the family or the home, the workplace, the public. Motherfuckers just don't want to fuck with them, right? Because they was uncertain of their own self-love, right? So then we found out it was about greed and materialism, dark magic. They was leeches. What? Unstable, selfish. They took more than they could contribute. So now the sun was like, fuck that. The sun ain't coming out tomorrow. No, it ain't. Fuck that. Now you got to deal with boredom because you took things for granted, right? You were overly optimistic with your perception of certain things, right? It caused your setbacks. Your setbacks are damaging your optimism and your enthusiasm. You are being unrealistic, right? Now, motherfuckers ain't even listen to that because now luck is not on your side, right? They thought they could do some energy manipulation, big head ass scientists, whatever they do. They thought that they can pay their way out of this, right? External influences like karma. You can't control that shit. They was told don't cling to the illusions of control, but they did, right? They was told learn to accept and forgive, but they did not. Because fate is always in motion. What goes up must come down. Misfortune follows. And then that 13th portal was the King of Cups. That King of Cups energy, right? All right, so now let's broaden the message real quick. I thought I lost y'all. Let's broaden the message real quick. We're going to pull on this. We'll start with column 1. Column 1, right? Let's get into it. Column 1. Thank you, Tarot. Let's put tarot back on up there. All right, column 1. What you about to tell us here? Let me shuffle it again. Column 1. So I know that you're saying it's the beginning of their chaos, their confusion, their misuse of power, right? And we see that they were immature and rebellious, but we want a little bit more tea. They was disloyal, dark magic was involved. Thank you, Divine, thank you, Spirit. What else must we know about this column 1? Whichever way, whatever messages you give us. Let's see what's going on, y'all. Okay, something about check the safe house from top to bottom. A computer was in use. Check the burned in address too. Check the burned in address to my mysterious, mystical, unknown cosmic beings out there. Check the BIA. Check the safe house from the top to the bottom. A computer was in use. Energy vampires is coming on out here. Energy vampires came out earlier. I don't feel like going through the deck. It came out, it was red. But someone who consistently drains the emotional and mental energy of others. It leaves energy feeling depleted, stressful, sadness, sucks the vitality out of folks, okay? For some, go to your spirit guides. Whatever's going on, go to your spirit guides. They have the answers. Be prepared for the answers. Because your protection prayer can't work until you face your shadows. So whoever is trying to use my goddamn protection prayers or your own, you can't use them until you face your own fucking shadows. So how the fuck you going? I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I do mean to laugh, but what I'm saying is the protection prayers won't work, motherfucker. You're infested, right? They only work when you're genuinely trying to cleanse yourself and you're facing the shadows. Oh shit. So go to your spirit guides, whatever's going on, because your energy harvesting and that it don't work anymore. That's another way that it was destiny swapping, having you collective cleanse their energy. No, you can't do that no more. They have to face their shadows here. So go to your spirit guides. They'll be able to communicate in symbols, signals, and dreams. It could take many different forms here, okay? Non-physical beings who help you find your way in life. They everywhere. Pay attention. Tap in. I'm trying to tell you, they everywhere. They everywhere. Okay? And they're here to help you. Some of them. For some of y'all know what it is. Y'all created that motherfucking shadows. Probably here to devour your ass. But go to your spirit guides, though. Whatever's going on, column one, go to your spirit guides. Time for you to go to the dark night of the soul, because this is only the beginning of whatever's going on. It's only the beginning. Column two, we had that Hierophant reversed energy, right? And that was talking about how y'all walked away. Y'all started questioning that authority because you realized that you had to leave that shit behind in order to get something better, in order to move forward. Fuck getting something better. You were in a stagnant. You were stagnant. You were stuck. Right? You've learned your lessons, right? It was some fucked up shit you had to deal with based around this goddamn Grand Canyon, Colorado River, Arizona. So let's see what's going on with this Hierophant reverse energy, right? You're taking new approaches. You find your own path with spirits, okay? Ashe. With divine and with spirit. What's going on with this Hierophant reverse energy? Ooh, come here, bring that ass here. I'm also looking at there's matching prints. Matching prints across the states of Pennsylvania, Virginia, New Jersey, and Maryland. For my mysterious, mystical, unknown cosmic beings that have taken human form. Yeah. The postman is still in mail. For some of you, risk your career for the truth. You've been doing it for lies. Okay? Especially around this Grand Canyon shit. The healthcare is ran by the cartel. Organ harvesting. The it girls ain't it, okay? The it girls ain't it. The Grand Canyon, the Schumann resonance has come out. Grand Cat, Adonis the Archon Ben died. Federal agencies is out here. God damn. Federal agencies, an expansive network of independent agencies, commissions, and departments tasked with enforcing and administering federal laws on a, what they say, day-to-day basis. Department of Defense is involved. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, is involved. Okay? These federal agencies is involved in this shit, and it's organ harvesting. That's why we've taken human form, so you don't know where the fuck we at. We done took over y'all fucking alphabet city. You got us fucked up. So whatever happened in this Grand Canyon with the organ harvesting, federal agents was involved there. Not all of them, but most of them. You got Adonis. Adonis is representing, where's my archons at? Adonis is absolutely one of the archons here, okay? The source of power that is not light. They are cosmic mistakes, rulers of their worlds, relentless systems around us that's maintained by lesser beings pretending to be gods. Their prisons are made of comfort, routine, and pleasure, like the 12 thrones, the gatekeepers of illusions, Gnostic systems, Pleiona, Eon, Sophia, Demiurge. They fell and created this material realm, right? So now the Schumann resonance is out here. The heartbeat of the motherfucking realm. You dig? You. So the Schumann resonance is out here. It's a set of electromagnetic frequencies generated in the cavity between the Earth's surface and the ionosphere. 7.83 hertz frequency, lightning strikes, align or implement changes in human consciousness, the heartbeat of Mother Earth. And we talking about the motherfucking Grand Canyon. So they was affecting the Schumann resonance. Natural resources is out here. Ghost towns is out here. Shockingly evil spirit is out here. And the Merkaba finished us off for this column 2 here. Shout out to column 2, man. You walked away for sure. You searched for a deeper meaning. You came back with these goddamn jewels. Thank you, beloved. Natural resources, production, identification, food, energy, materials, bureaucrats, administered in their own countries. So natural resources is being provided to those that are in the Grand Canyon, probably living in the tunnels there, who feel as though they control the energy of the Grand Canyon there. Ghost towns are coming out here. So ghost towns, this one says deserted city, extinct town, abandoned city, abandoned settlement, contains unexplainable but visible remainings, buildings, and infrastructure, natural and human caused disasters, government actions, uncontrolled lawlessness, war, nuclear and radiation related incidents. So, could it be ghost towns within the Grand Canyon here? Okay. Did they create these ghost towns within the Grand Canyon because they know how sacred the Grand Canyon is? You can reach any part of the world globally through the Grand Canyon. That's why I say the Africa that they fucking got us looking at ain't fucking Africa. I don't give a damn what nobody say. That's the fucking land that they created to make us feel, the brown people who's truly connected to the land, to make us feel less than. The Merkaba is coming out with the final message. It's nothing against y'all. It's nothing against you Africans, you Europeans, whatever you are. It's nothing against y'all, right? Nothing at all. But please believe all is being revealed. So your bloodlines, y'all got some shit. Some cleansing on top of cleansing that's happening. And if you don't understand your own bloodline's history, I suggest you fall the fuck back. What they say? Question traditions. What they say? Question authority. Challenge your tradition. Find your own path with your spirit. Right? A lot of you motherfuckers, a lot of you witch doctors came from over that bitch. The Merkaba is coming out. And y'all in everybody healthcare facilities. Especially the elderly. And I don't work with a lot of you motherfuckers. I don't fuck with y'all when I work with y'all. Y'all have some of the evilest hearts and spirits and souls. Merkaba is out here. 3D star. It contains all 5 of the above polyhedrons within it and combines all the effects of each. Energy of sacred trust and eternal wisdom. Again, I have nothing against nobody, but I know who the fuck I work with, and I know what kind of energies. Man, fuck that. No. And they motherfuckers always be so quick. Back in my country, take your ass the fuck back. The fuck you over here for anyway? In my country, I am a prince. In my country, go the fuck back. Right? So we could cleanse. The fuck? Fuck out my face with that. And now they trying to press all the brown people to go to their Africa that they created. Y'all better stay the fuck on your land. Or don't. Or don't. Or don't. Or don't. Stay the fuck away from Dubai and shit like that. That shit ain't real. I'm gonna tell you what. Them folk talk about y'all, talk about those that go on these cruises. I've worked with these people. I'm trying to tell you, they talk about y'all. Okay? They set y'all up to go on these fucking cruises and these expeditions, and the shit is crazy. I'm about to cry. How they do, folk. You understand? And y'all think y'all living y'all best fucking life, right? I'm telling you what they doing. Harvesting your energy, your money. That's all energy. You sold your soul. A portion of you have been sold. Now, I'm not telling you to not go out there and vacate and not go out there and live your life. I'm absolutely telling you to do that. Right? But it's a certain demographic of people that they target on. That's what I'm saying. And they send y'all to certain parts of these worlds where they know you gonna live your best life. They know it. They prey on you. And they get paid for it too. Good money. But that shit ain't lasting. I'm concerned about your souls, your energies, right? And I ain't too concerned about that. I'm more concerned with my own, right? I'm more concerned with my own. But I can give a damn how y'all feel about this physical shit. My mission is to ensure that I've done everything that I can do to ensure you know about your own goddamn energy. After that, I'm done. Right? I'm done. Third column. That was for the Hierophant reverse there. Third column, we're going to get the Sun reversed and the Wheel of Fortune is reversed. You got the King of Pentacles reversed. So we're just going to do this whole goddamn column here. Right? Because this is, god damn. At the end of the day, luck is not on your side because you caused the breakdown and the lack of harmony within your home, the family, the business, the investments, whatever it was, you lied, right? You were uncertain of your own self, your own energy, your own love. You probably didn't even have a fucking soul, right? The soulless have ruled this realm for a very long time. It's a wrap. They're done. They had a certain amount of time to do to fix their wrongs, basically, and they came and fucked it up even more. Ain't that some shit? And we wanted to see how far they would take this shit. Okay. All right, now we're here. Column 3. Bring that ass here, column 3. What's this? I'm just gonna throw that shit. I got 7 souls. Purple Undine coming out here. Perseverance, okay? Focus on perseverance. Take notes and achieve the end of the ball. You need to escape green soul trap several times. What? So this coming from a game. I told you I'll be writing down shit. This came from a game or either a clothing, something about clothing. But I write down a whole lot of shit because I guess 7 souls intrigued me there. Persevere. Purple is on here. Whatever it is, you're going to persevere through this shit. Whoever was affected. Take your notes, right? And achieve everything that you can achieve. Start writing stuff down. Take your notes. Yeah, again, legal research. Legal research is here. Legal research is being done, or you need to do legal research. It's the primary tool for lawyers, researchers, and the public to find federal laws on specific U.S. codes. For some, they're expressing deep shame and guilt with extreme internal negativity. So they don't mean it. They don't mean it. Because you're on top of the world, Craig. You're on top of the world. Everything is going well. You're extremely happy and you're elated. And if you're not, you finna be. A spider is coming out with a message. Focus on your shadow self. Focus on the dark aspects of life or your personality. Weaver of life's fate, you are. I encourage you to be more patient and receptive to feminine energy and creativity. I'll take that, Charlotte. I appreciate that shit. We got a sacral coming out here. Sacral is coming out. Yeah, look. This shit. Focus on it, all right? Y'all, it is the nexus of personal power. Self, I believe our hearts is somewhere down. Fuck the heart being here. I'm trying to tell you. I be feeling it beating all that. But I really feel like down here somewhere we got another motherfucking heart. I'm trying to tell you. Focus on your self-identity and your ego. It's just below your navel, like where your pelvis area at and stuff like that. Creative expression, emotional identity, creativity, desires, emotions, the color orange. This could be relevant. This address, 682 Corporate Park Drive. You know how they like their corporations and shit. Corporate Park Drive. Final messages is coming from this King of Cups energy. Yeah, thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Give us the final messages coming from this King of Cups energy here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Revolved around this Grand Canyon. Over 1 billion victims here. Talking about the Colorado River, Arizona. It's been active for over 1 million years. It has an unrelenting desert. As above, so below. It is the portal to several sacred dimensions, planes, and timelines. Final messages coming from a calming and compassionate person where their wisdom leads to respect and admiration. Excuse me, energy. They was like person, excuse me, energy. They're focused on creativity, emotion, and unconscious, and they're able to restrain their emotions, and they're fully in charge of impulses and feelings. This energy can balance between intellect and emotions, relationship and feelings, and they're very realistic and faithful about finances here. So let's see what the final messages is coming from these energies that's in this King of Cups energy. Ashe. All right. So defectors and moles are coming out here, okay? Revolved around this Grand Canyon. They had defectors and moles, deep cover agents, long-term snakes, sleeper agents, espionage agents. Desire is out here. He loves me. He loves me not. Desire is out here. So be cautious of your desire. If somebody don't like you, they don't like you. If you don't like them, you don't like them. Period, point blank. You ain't doing no love spells and no food rituals and no sex rituals. No. Right? They are not meant for you. They're not meant for your energy. Period, point blank. Hospitals involved here. Encounter with the healing recovery. A reminder of the human body's incredible capability to heal. The hospital, metaphysically and spiritually, means to shed light on our spiritual journey. Resilience of the human spirit associated with life's trials and tribulations, right? But then I also got organ harvesting on here as well. Ratified jurisdiction is coming out here, okay? So final messages is talking about official legal authority of a court or other legal body to hear a case or conduct a specific legal action, formally confirmed or accepted through a ratification process. So a process by which authority like a state or an international treaty, a constitution, or other legal framework confirming its jurisdiction over matters covered by that framework. Damn, I can't even read my own handwriting. And sometimes when I be writing these portals, I be laying in the bed sleepy as hell. Something about an anguished heart or mind is out here. Be cautious of that, okay? An anguished heart or mind is a purifying, humbling, and redirecting force. Useless pain breaks down defenses to allow for growth, compassion, and reunion with the divine. Stems from separation from the divine, negative emotions, mental distress, not weaken, but strength, okay? Recognize untapped possibilities, unplanned awakening, a call to prayer, okay? Because my thing is, if you still have a heart, a soul, or a mind, you still are able to save yourself. You dig what I'm saying? Once you turn into like the full-blown out spirit, once you don't have the heart, the mind, or the soul, you have sold out. You have given up all of your power, right? And it goes as simple as always just not telling somebody no, not standing on the no. No, I don't do that. No, fuck wrong with you? No. You dig what I'm saying? Think about all the folks that did the one-hit wonders, the songs, the one-hit wonders. I really feel as though they got the one-hit wonder because they was like, fuck no, I ain't, man, you got me fucked up. I ain't selling out. You dig what I'm saying? And they backed away from it. That's what I think for some of them. But back to this here, we got a terrifying terrorist of an ancient era. Damn. So we is talking about the Grand Canyon. So this energy is saying, be cautious of a terrifying terrorist of ancient era. Look who came out here. A terrifying terrorist of ancient era. You got Elias coming out here. And my goddamn, the wind just blew over my goddamn elephant picture. So you got Elias coming out here representing jealousy. Fifth and sixth heavens, Mercury, Elohim, forethought. Seven souls came back out here. Light blue is out here, right? So we got papyrus. Be patient. You need to wait enough turns for papyrus to spare you, right? So what I get from that is be patient, right? Don't be too hard on yourself. You need to wait a little bit in order for divine to spare you, okay? The frog is coming out with the final messages here. If you're feeling froggy, then leap, but the frog is coming out, reminding us of fertility and abundance, transformation. The frog says, accept life's mystery and ancient wisdom. You are metamorphosis. I remind you to cleanse in order to obtain renewal and rebirth. Embrace your current journey and look ahead. Will you accept my kiss? The fucking frog. Frog want to turn too bad. Look, the frog don't want to be a frog no more. But accept life's mystery and ancient wisdom, all right? Overall. Damn, that's what's up. That was a good read right there. Thank you, Grand Canyon. Thank you to all the Zodiac signs, all the messages out here. Damn. Yeah, no, I'm going to stop it. We're going to stop it. Let me read over the comments. We at 106. We at 106. I'm going to come back on a little bit later, though. Hopefully. All right, let's see what we got. V, dream and love, peace to all. What's up, beautiful sister? And no, thank you. We got A, shadow to love. Oh, what's that? Pisces? What's that? You a Pisces? What is that? What's that? Cancer. What is you? No, Cancer is a crab. God damn you. A, shadow to love. ASC. What that mean? If you're still here, let me know. Damn, I be really trying to study these goddamn zodiacs. Motherfucker. Is that Aquarius? H-Town finest. 2-5. Damn. Nathan 2982 said crazy. Nicole C said hi. XS Ghost Warrior, that is my blood type 2. You must be talking about that O positive or the O negative. Queen Light said hi. What up, y'all? Do the cards for the Capricorns, please. I'll come back on later and do an astrology read. I got y'all, because it's the end of the month anyway. Queen Light, we're not going to let them mess up your reading. So if they come up in here, we're going to handle them collective, because I'm digging it all, Miss Collective. Hey, you know what, Queen Light? That's the fuck I'm talking about. Queen Light understands the mission, as we all do in this collective energy, right? And they be trying to come up in and out of here. Yes, they do. But it's okay, because we eat their ass up every time. Bernard, because they think they always want us to not say something. Hold it in. Nah, fuck that. I'm going to put y'all in check each and every time y'all come on this channel. Oh, you're trying to get a fucking pass. No. Bernardo. Humatone. I'm going to call you Bernard. What up, Bernard? We got, oh my God, Sug Live. Oh my God. SUGLAIBASUMATARY 8053. True. I got J Renee that said hi. What up, y'all? I got OMSWO. Which one jumped out? I forgot. Don't be asking me shit. I be forgetting about the shit that I be talking about. I be in the moment. Deidre Griggs. What up? Eileen Roseborough. And they're not Africans. They're Semites. They come from the line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Let us learn together. I love that. Thank you. Jean-Jacques. I tried it. Jean-Jacques Dessalines. Did I say it right? They are African. They know when my eyes is open, I'm not here for peace. Eileen said, hey, John, positive energy always creates elevation, beloved. I ain't telling you what to do, right? He said, I ain't here for peace. Shit. Eileen said, much love, peace, and light. Yes, don't forget about that darkness, baby. They selling their souls for fame. Yes, they is. Yes, they is. Uh, OMSWO said, which one jumped? Here we go. Eileen Roseborough said, you're absolutely right. OMSWO said, dog. Thanks, Charlotte. Laugh out loud. Talk about the fucking spider. Eileen Roseborough said they came over here, and because that's how long we've been in America, we were the first people here. Hey, D'Amica, that read literally got me every card. That's what's up. We all in this together, beloved. That's what we do. And then OMS, well, fuck you. You know what your name is. Said hi. What up, beloved? Attain Brown put icy. And then V, dreaming, love, peace to all. Motherfucker, you came on this joint with the first and you ended it off with the thank you. Beautiful. All right, now let us pray, y'all. Hold on. Let us pray. We rebuke all spells, all rituals, and all castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected our way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Anything and everything that we are connected to spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, they are all protected. All is transmuted into whatever the fuck was sent to us. And then it is sent back to its source. Because we are already sovereign and because we are already free. Any agreements and any contracts that we may have agreed to while we were being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness, they are all cut. They are all ended on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Collective, I am sovereign. Collective, you are sovereign. Collective, together, we are sovereign. It is done because we've already won. It is done because we've already won. It is done because we've already won. And so it is. The camera ain't want to turn around. Y'all know I'm pressed. I got to do camera, new phone and shit. I can flip that motherfucker. Back and forth. All right. So much peace, much light, much love, but especially that motherfucking darkness, because I need y'all to look up, because dark matters. Okay. Look up what dark matter is. Right. And if ain't nobody told y'all today, I hope I'm the first one, because nigga, I love you. Like genuinely, like in real life, like afterlife, like all the time. My energy ain't gonna be nothing but love. All day, every day. I love y'all, man. Like for real. Stay positive, stay woke, don't go back to sleep again, all that good stuff. Damn, I gotta sing y'all a song. I had to think about the song. Bone Crusher. Oh, well, I'm outside of the club and you think I'm a punk. So I go to my and pop the trunk. I should have told him, I ain't never scared. What? I ain't never scared. We ain't never scared. All right, we ain't never scared. I had to think about it. I smoke so much goddamn weed. If I hear the song on the radio, I would know it. But goddamn, don't ask me to sing no motherfucking shit off the top of my goddamn head. I love y'all. Peace. Love y'all.